Hello guys, let's do a Love Money Tarot. Love Money Tarot. Love Money Tarot. There's something someone here needs to hear. Love. Money. Tarot. All right, let's look at the underlying here. Spiritual strength. Okay. So there is something going on here that's like uplifting you. Perhaps after a, like, I don't know, maybe a really like chaotic time. So let's go ahead and look. All right. So love. We've got the Empress. So I do feel like you're doing a lot of self-love, which is going to expand your bubble of love. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify here. The Empress. Thank you. 10 of Cups. That's a lot of love. 10 of Cups. That's a lot of love. I do feel like people are talking about you, maybe talking about you in various places. I think the talk about you is really good. And someone might be telling like their friends and family about you. Okay. The Magician. So I do feel like this deep love is either has been manifested or is being manifested. The 11th might be very important. Some of you may have been driving on Highway 101 recently. That may resonate for you as a symbol for you. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel like there hasn't been enough work put into this yet. The next few weeks will be really intense. If you are just meeting this person, oh look, and look what fell out again. Just what we started with, the Empress. Spirit is saying this is someone pulling in a soulmate, a divine partner, somebody that definitely matters for them, okay? And there we go. There's the Emperor. So what did I say? Exactly what I just said. Emperor and Empress calling in a soulmate. If this is somebody that you're already dealing with, there's some work that needs to be done. But they're talking to people. They're telling people about you. They are talking through things in a very loving way. Could even be maybe talking to their mother about you. Okay. 3 of Swords and the Chariot. This person is getting over some heartbreak, okay? And it doesn't have to be romantic. This is what Spirit's showing me. For some of you, they may have had a falling out with someone that was a dear friend, or they lost somebody that they were very close to, and they are working through that. Are they going to act out a little bit about that? Yes. Okay. This is someone that has a big heart for whoever this is that you are connecting to. All right. And maybe this is for some of you that are about to meet someone. This is stuff you need to know. So when they are pulling some of that avoidant or anxious energies, you understand why. Okay. Okay, the World. This could be the one that is like the forever. Okay. You complete each other. Again, I feel like whoever is pulling in the masculine energy, that's not a man or a woman, it's the masculine, the actionable, the more thinky sort of an energy. This is someone who has recently gone through something, and it could have been with somebody that had heavy Scorpio in their chart, or just somebody that, again, like I said, left their life. and they're just starting to head towards where they're supposed to be again, which is partially why there's a little bit of that transformational struggle. Knight of Swords crossed by the Star and the Eight of Wands. Very communicative, very much in their head though. So that's something that you do have to remember, that this person gets into their head. Again, Spirit is saying, give them some space. They may need a couple of weeks to work through some things. Okay, yeah, Knight of Swords. There's a lot going on for this person, or there will be when you meet them. You might think that they're lying. That might be something that you have to heal from a third party from your past. Okay, not on them. This is something that's equal give and take, but are there wounds here? Yeah, there's definitely wounds here. Okay. So, yeah, Spirit wants me to get some timestamp information here for you. Thank you. Taurus energy. Again, an offer will come in before too long. I do feel like this person has a good balance of masculine and feminine within themselves. Again, could be Taurian. The Sun, Leo energy, but also calling in Sunday, which is today. So if you're tuning into this, I feel like you were meant to. Okay. And annual. So this could be that you either just had a birthday or they're going to have a birthday. It's just a way for Spirit to kind of quantify a signal to you. All right. Could be going through a bit of a Saturn return. We do also have a couple of Saturn squares. We just had a Saturn square, which was in April. The next Saturn square Uranus that it's actually going to be Saturn in retrograde will be in October this year. So this person could have an October birthday, or there could be somebody with an October birthday. With this in mind, I do think that there's been a lot of growth that you've been going through over the last month. Okay. Any advice here, Spirit? Give some advice. Five of Cups. Okay, Spirit is saying it's time to heal. It's time to heal so that you can really put healthy mindset into this relationship. I feel like you are also balancing out your divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Again, we have the strength there coming in with some Leo energy. And again, they're just saying this person, they lost someone and they may self-sabotage because of that, but only if you're in a reactive state will it be something that sabotages the relationship. Okay. King of Wands, we've got fire energy there, we've had air energy here, we've got water energy here, right? So we've got pretty much everything. But yes, this is definitely them giving you their heart. And Ace of Cups, for some of you, this is a newer relationship or is going to be a new relationship. Okay, Ace of Swords on the bottom. Again, you might be questioning it and a little bit defensive because you've been through this before and it didn't work out so well. Okay. Like Spirit's like legit, but again, Empress 3 times. You may end up having a family with this person. Okay. I feel, again, they're showing me some of you haven't met this person yet. Okay, and you're about to. And they just want you to know that it's time to work through those emotions. Start doing the work now so you guys aren't doing this crazy push-pull energy with each other when you get into this connection, right? Yeah, let go. Let go and release the judgments that you are holding against yourselves. Okay. Anything something that this person might say to you that will kind of also be like a sign for you. Oof, that's too much, but we're not going to take all of that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. This person goes from the one extreme to I'm standing my ground, I'm worth it, to without you, I'm lost. That shows me the push-pull that's within themselves. That's why it's going to be very important for you to be in the area where underlying, right? Stop comparing me to them. Don't compare them to the past, okay? Please don't. What can you work on here? Let's get you an advice to work on before we move to money, and then we'll do the tarot at the end and more love messages, okay? Integration. Again, right? Spirit is saying that you started doing a lot of work, maybe a lot of shadow work. You may have stopped in the integration process. I get it. It's hard, okay? Your inner alignment is based on integrating love, knowledge, and magic. I understand that I am a work in progress always, okay? It does not stop. So, money, new beginnings. Someone is starting something brand new. This could be new classes I'm seeing here, a new job. It's going after something that you really love. It may be even just changing your mindset in work. Yeah. So tell me more about this new beginning. Knight of Cups. So again, it's electrified you. You're feeling really good about where you're going. You're following your passions perhaps for the first time. We've got the Three of Stones crossed by the Stag. You might be afraid to take these new steps because it means you have to be a little more creative. And you're scared to put your heart into the things that you are going after. But Two of Wands here, you made the decision. There's no turning back. You're on fire. You've got this. But you feel a little unsure. Okay, look at that. You're definitely unsure about where you're going in all of this. Oliver, please stop. Don't make me come get you. Olivers. This might mean that some of you have to get up very early in the morning compared to where you usually were, or you're getting home very late. Okay. This is just a symbolism from Spirit to tell you that it's changing some of your schedules, some of your routines. Some of you are going to feel like Groundhog Day when you are starting this, because it's going to feel like you're like going in this sort of routine of going again and again and again. But Spirit says treat it like a game and kind of have fun with it, okay? So that it doesn't get so repetitive. Knight of Swords. Somebody is watching you like a hawk in this case, okay, in terms of how well you're going to do. But Spirit's like, you're going to do fine. Three of Cups. Okay. But it is an ending of one journey and a beginning of another. Let's go ahead and get you some advice. And we'll move on to the tarot portion, which I'm excited for. Be crafty, be creative, follow those inner knowings as you are moving through this. Some of you, it's a very creative position that you're going to be in. Okay, this is going to be something that's going to stay with you for a little while. Seasons, So if it's school and it's not work, again, it's like you're just starting and you've got 2 to 4 years at least to work on it. I am seeing here that it looks like to me it might branch off a little after the first year or in the fall for some of you. So keep that in mind. It might change. Again, some of you are afraid, a little bit scared of taking on this new role in your life, but I do think this is something you've dreamt about, but you feel alone in this. You might not have family support in all of this, which is kind of hard, and you're not relying on your spiritual guidance either. Find some way to create that Zen within yourself, whether it's guided meditations, just even 10 minutes a day might help you, okay? And find ways to, like, almost like Spirit is saying, like, stay humble. Find ways to connect with things that keep you on solid ground. Okay, does that make sense? Any sort of stance here, Spirit? Okay, again, first house, they're just talking about this. If this resonates for you, this is something new for you, but it is aligning to your soul purpose. Full moon and the 7th house. This is because you are releasing something that you used to love that you don't love anymore. Okay. And it's not as thinky as you think. It's not going to be as complex as you think. Okay. A lot of partnerships coming from this, a lot of new things coming from this, but that doesn't mean it's scary. Okay. So tarot, truth, judgment. Okay. Card 20. This is about balancing out your path. All right. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about this truth. Knight of Wands. Somebody could be coming back from your past to give you a truth, or you're finding out the truth about someone from your past that was a real not so great person in terms of what they did to you. What Spirit's showing me, sometimes Spirit shows me things from my life so that I can understand what they're showing me. And they're showing me from when my aunt passed away when I was young. And I was in my early 20s. And I went to her funeral. And while I was at her funeral, my best friend slept with my fiance. So it's something like that, okay, that might be coming back for you to find out. And the reason I found out is because he came back. He was going through like a 12-step program, and to make amends, okay, he came to tell me. So that's how I found out about that. So this could be something like that. It also could be somebody that did cheat on you coming back trying to get a second chance, okay? Spirit's like, and what do we do with those people? Okay. Is the door closed? Judgment. Have you closed the door on this person? Is it over for you? Because for some of you, you don't think it's over, or you're not sure it's happening. Oh my goodness. He's crazy. But I think this is 8 of Swords. I think this is Spirit saying, yeah, cut this off. The truth will help you to cut this off if you didn't know the truth before, okay? King of Cups on the bottom here. This is not the wish for the love that you wanted. This is chaos coming back into your love life, okay? You don't want chaos back in your love life. Yeah, Spirit's like, you know you don't want chaos back in your love life, okay? You're like, not in my bed. And the Wheel of Fortune. You're like, I don't want that coming back and stirring up my whole life. Good for you. Okay. We've got Justice crossed by the 8 of Wands. Again, I feel like this is what you need to be able to move on, to get to the truth. Maybe this is the information you need if you're going through a separation to solidify and be done with it, okay? But it is going to be shocking for a lot of you to hear whatever this information is. Thank you. But 10 of Cups. On the other side of it, there is something to love. And maybe it's the fact that you're loving on your children and you're not focused on, you know, something that was hurting you. For others of you, if you're separating from someone and you have a child, you might meet someone else that has a child and blend your families together. Okay. So, advice, Spirit. Again, Ace of Cups. Spirit is saying that your cup will overflow when you get from the other side of this. And Ace of Wands. So, Spirit saying, are you ready to take the action now? Are you ready to move forward? Do you understand? Okay. Two of Pentacles. This is going to bring you electricity, definitely, where you didn't realize you still had all this bubbling up underneath the surface for you. But it's also like you cut this free, and then what Spirit's been holding back that aligns with you shows up. Okay. Again, Ace of Wands. But you're the one that has to choose whether or not you are going to be done with this. Spirit does not dictate that. Spirit just gives advice. Okay. But death. I do think most of you are like, this information is going to be the end. This is going to be done. Okay. Nine of Wands. Ace of Swords. Justice. Three of Pentacles. You're like, yep, that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. I just needed the truth, and now I can cut my losses and I can move on. Okay. Any timestamps on that, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. Capricorn energy, the devil. This could be somebody that's got some multiple issues, multiple partners, multiple addictions. Okay. Or it could just be a Capricorn. Sagittarian energy. Could be showing you that the new energy will be spot on, exactly what you've been looking for, really balance you out. Could come in the upcoming Mercury retrograde when you get this information. It might have been delayed just because things need to align to be right for your family. And I will say that I do believe it took me 3 years to go through my divorce process, and it was really frustrating, but I feel like all the timing was exactly what needed to happen for me from Spirit. And so I do believe in divine timing. Okay. And I kept seeing angel number 444 just reminding me this is divine timing. Okay. Yeah, you are going to meet divine lover on the other side of this, and it's destined. Angel number 111, and there's that angel number 444, just as a reminder, okay, from Spirit. So let's get some more love messages. For those that are seeking love messages, maybe none of this resonated for you. Love messages, Spirit. I don't know what to do right now. This could be them, but I feel like it's you asking Spirit. You're like, I just don't really know what to do right now. You may have a crush on someone, and Spirit's like, maybe start it at friendship. Okay. Be friends, see where it goes. You don't have to rush things. We like to rush through things as a trauma and attachment issue. Okay. Okay, so maybe the slowness is something healthy for you. Please never let me go. Loneliness is all that I know. So there is someone, you or them, that you're going to be dealing with that had a lot of loneliness, that has a deep attachment disorder. I do think that this could be for that pile 1 where we were talking about love with the Emperor and Empress, where somebody has to work through some issues, but this is a deep aligned love connection. You are not wrong about me, and I struggle with feelings of childhood that lead me into regret. So if you've been dealing with someone and you have suspicions, you're not wrong. They make bad choices. They had a bad childhood. That doesn't excuse their bad choices, but they're just admitting it here. Make bad choices, right? They regret it, but it doesn't stop them. Okay. This could definitely be, they're showing me Aries energy. This definitely could be an Aries energy here. When you think about me, I feel it. If you're getting those solar plexus pulls, that's your counterpart pulling, connecting to you. Okay, that's desire, babies. Okay, that's someone pulling you in, saying, you're mine. I'm pulling you in. I want to control this. Okay. And that's the connection, the way that we feel it in that golden cord. Okay. It wasn't me that burned this bridge. I'm coming for you now. I do feel like that's coming from this truth pile 3. And the Spirit's like, that would be a lie. Please accept my apology. That would be a lie. And they will apologize probably, or try to be completely in denial. But I think you will have the truth. Okay. This is nothing short of true romance. This divine partnership, definitely. Again, if you don't do the healing work, it will be a push and pull connection. Okay. Again, let's be friends. You may start it off as friends. Okay. Don't compare the new to the old. Something that Spirit wants you to work on. All right. Let's go ahead and pull a Spirit Animal Wisdom card to help us close off the energy. If you would like a personal reading, you can find my link tree is Mindset Unicorn. You can find me on Instagram, and the link for my link tree is right there as well. And I will put this whole video on my YouTube channel, and I'll send some highlights here on TikTok. Okay. Golden Unicorn, Ascension, and the Owl Sight. I saw an owl on my way home right before I got home tonight. So I do think that you are upgrading, and this is a feminine and a masculine energy. You're awakening to some of your higher powers. I think that we were talking about in the last Love Money Tarot, some of you that were having the third eye awakening. So you may want to go watch that video on YouTube. If you'd like me to do more videos on some of that ascension, let me know. Okay. But Spirit is reaching out and giving you connection, be it through emotions, inner knowing, changes in temperature, feeling things in your body. Okay. And I do feel like some of you have awakened recently. And you're like, I feel a little bit like the deer in the headlights, especially if you haven't gone through your dark night. Sorry, it's not fun, but it is a purging that's necessary. All right. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Again, I will put this whole video on YouTube, Mindset Unicorn channel, and I will be putting some highlights back up. I appreciate you guys. I love you so much, and I will see you again soon. All right. Bye.